Ahava blessings. Welcome to this episode of Hold the Shehina. This podcast is here to support and guide us in this ascension, awakening journey, in this remembering, embodying, integrating, activating, healing our soul essence. I am your host. My name is Aurea. I am a Reiki master, energy and sound healer, and an ordained Magdalene priestess, and I am your host and your guide on this journey. Welcome in to this space, to this portal of wisdom, of expansion, particularly under this new moon. So we are going to be talking about the new moon that is happening in the sign of Aries. It is a new moon, a solar eclipse. We just had 2 weeks ago a lunar eclipse. It's a very powerful time. We are in the thick of, just about in the first week-ish of the Mercury retrograde. We've been in the shadow phase for a couple of weeks, and then about a week and a few days of the official Mercury retrograde. And Mercury stationed retrograde at 27 degrees of Aries. And 27 is the number 9 in numerology. It is all about the endings, completions, the coming to close of cycles, the beginning of new ones. So a lot of transition, transformational energy. And this lunation, the new moon solar eclipse, is happening at 19 degrees of Aries. So it is in a loose conjunction with the Mercury retrograde. It is, actually it's not so much of a loose. It's in a conjunction with the Mercury retrograde. It is in conjunction with the North Node of Aries, which is the North Node being in Aries, which the North Node has to do with our mission, our purpose, what our soul came here to experience and to live out. So it has to do with our passion, our purpose, our mission, as I said. This it's happening in the 9th house. So the 9th house is about the higher self, wisdom, intuition, travel, far off travel, philosophy. It's about the big picture. It's about our belief systems, the morals and ethics. All of that come into play when we're working with the 9th house. And that is on a collective level. So, because remember, these events, these new moons, these full moons, eclipses, equinoxes, all of this affect us on a collective level as a shared humanity on this earth. And then, of course, there are the way that these transits affect our own personal natal chart, how they interact with the planets, that and what they were doing at the time of our birth. So it's very important to also look at where your sun, moon, Mercury are in reference to these transits. So it is there's a lot of energy. I have felt a significant slowing down of time as we went into this Mercury retrograde. And if you follow me on Instagram or YouTube, you may have heard me speak about this. It's I don't usually feel Mercury retrogrades, and I also don't fear them. So I don't often feel them, and I don't fear them, and I don't suggest that any one of us go into that fear, panic, anxiety place when it comes to retrogrades. Retrogrades are simply a time to slow down, to reassess, to re-envision, to reconfigure, and to rework whatever is going on in our lives. So it's a good energy. It's a beneficial energy. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. This is nothing to fear, nothing to be all crazy about. It is a time for expansion, and we are in the midst of a huge expansion on a collective level as a humanity, and on an individual level, because we're all on our own journey of ascension, of remembering, of integrating and embodying our soul. So the fact that this North Node, the mission, passion, purpose point, is conjunct Chiron. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's in a loose conjunction with Mercury. We have these conjunctions between the sun, the moon, the retrograde, the North Node, Chiron. Then we have the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, Mars with Saturn. So there's a ton of energy, and you probably feel the intensity of this, particularly this new moon, because new moons it's a reset, it's a new beginning, like the Mercury retrograde. And the eclipse aspect adds a layer of unpredictability to it, because eclipse energy is powerful and it is unpredictable. We don't know how that energy is going to be channeled. However, we do know what frequency, and we do have control over the frequency and the vibration that we choose to embody, that we choose to anchor and align with. That we do have control over. So in that way, all of these energies, including the eclipse, can be and are beneficial to us, because we are choosing how we play and utilize and employ these energies. So the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, it's been happening. It's been in the mix for a bit. And Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It's the planet of good fortune, of good luck, of resources. Uranus is the planet of awakening. It's a great activator, particularly of your Kundalini awakening. And your Kundalini is your energy for creation. It is your prana. It is that serpent energy that, when it's channeled, creates and aligns with the higher frequency, the higher aspect of this creation energy, which is the frequency of the divine, Chokhmah, Shekhinah, the infinite light of creation. So we are in this process of expansion, of rebirthing, of awakening, of remembering ourselves, our mission, our purpose, and what we are here, what we came down here to express, to live, to manifest, to co-create. Remember, we are always in a co-creation with the divine. We are always in this cosmic sacred dance of creation, of divine union. There is no separation. Separation is simply an illusion. So this Jupiter-Uranus in Taurus, we are grounding. This is what we're doing. This is the grounding of our awakenings and our downloads and expansion into new ways, new structures, new paradigms that support our lives and support the evolution of humanity, the collective consciousness, and the earth. Because remember, there is no separation. The earth chose humanity and chose that this time would be the time for expansion and awakening and ascension, and so did we. There is no separation. So it is all about our expression. It is all about the union of the inner, the outer, the body, the soul, the mind, the emotions, the physical, the spiritual. It is divine union on all fronts. It is coming into that stillness, and in that stillness, in that going within, aligning with our infinite light, with the soul, with God, Goddess, Allaha. So I do, because we are in a Mercury retrograde, and because this is coming up, the fact that this is in the 9th house, I want to talk about wisdom. And I feel called to talk about the two sephirots that correspond to the third eye, which is the Chokhmah, wisdom, and the Bina, understanding. And there are two trees in the Garden of Eden. There's the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, which is where the serpent tempted Eve to give the apple to Adam to know the knowledge of good and evil. And then there's the tree of life. The tree of life is our true template. The tree of life is the light body. It represents the light body, the activation of your light body. And this is when Eve ate the apple and gave it to Adam, this is the part of ourselves that we moved away from because we chose to move into duality and experience duality. But now we're coming to a time where we're coming back into remembrance of our true essence, and our true essence is encapsulated in that tree of life template, in the awakening and activating of that tree of life template. And that tree of life template is the template that is the energetic diagram or the energetic blueprint for our physical body. So Chokhmah and Bina are two sefirot that are part of this Tree of Life template. And Chokhmah represents wisdom. And wisdom, that there's a difference between knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom is the higher level of knowledge. It's the how. It's what is acquired through experience. It is that implementation of the knowledge, and it is tempered by understanding. And understanding, according to the Book of Formation, understanding it implies the intervention of the divine. So it's that union with the divine. It's that other aspect that allows us and informs our way of utilizing our wisdom. So in the Tree of Life template, even though Chokhmah Shekhinah is feminine, in the Tree of Life template, this Sefirot is masculine. Masculine, it holds the energy of penetration, of stimulating the feminine, which is the understanding, the Bina. And Bina is that well, that sacred vessel. And the two need to work in union, in alignment, in harmony, because without being directed by the Bina, the understanding, then the power of the Chokhmah, the way that it expresses, is it's distorted, it's dissipated, it doesn't function at its optimum capacity. So the way for this to function at its optimum capacity is through cultivating that divine union. And with all these conjunctions, this is what we are working on. We are working on coming back into unity, into wholeness, into oneness, into shlama, into shalom. Shlama, shalom, it is translated as peace. However, it means the deeper aspect, which is the oneness, the wholeness. And it's a deeply transformative time because, of course, Pluto's in the mix, and Pluto just entered into Aquarius, and the United States as a nation is having its solar return, and the alignment right now with this eclipse that's happening is mirroring what was going on in the skies in 1776. So it's a deeply transformative time to go within and to truly see and receive the information that we need in order to expand, to transform, and to evolve into our next phase, into the evolution of our soul, to embody our divine essence, to hold the infinite light, to consciously know that we are co-creators. We are manifesting this reality through our frequency, through our vibration, and we are anchoring this into the earth plane, into our earth. So the other aspect that comes with understanding, with the Bina, with the feminine, is discernment. And discernment is the ability to hear and see beyond our physical senses, is how I'm seeing it. So discernment really plays a critical role in our expansion, because it's easy to receive information or to only go to one source of information and think that that's the truth, that's the way to be. And that thinking is dualistic, and it keeps us in this loop, this pattern of replaying the same circumstances, because we're not honoring our union with the divine, the fact that we are expansive soul. That's who we are. That's our true essence. When we pigeonhole ourselves into certain ways of thinking, being, doing, what we're doing is we're cutting ourselves off from the infinite flow of creation, of divine source, God, goddess, consciousness, energy. And we are limiting ourselves. And aspects that limit ourselves are our conditions, our programs, the way, our belief systems, and anything that separates us from our oneness, from our unity. So this is something to bear in mind, to really be aware of and cultivate our understanding and awareness and our discernment, so that we are able to see and perceive what is truly in alignment with our soul and what is a distraction, what is not serving us. So the wisdom and the truth we receive from the divine, because we are in this union, in this co-creative exchange with the divine. So letting go of fear is important at this time. This is the time to really mind our communication, because there is deep healing and deep transformation that is going on with this eclipse, with this new moon. It is very powerful, very potent, and it is up to us how we use it. How we employ these frequencies. It is our frequency, our vibration, what we choose to align with, that will properly channel this energy. And it can channel it into destruction, into chaos, into disorder, or it can channel it into something amazing, into something expansive and infinite and creative, and that embodies the qualities of the divine, which is love, grace, peace, abundance. Those are the divine qualities that we are aiming to mirror here through our light body activation, through our expansion, through our experience and developing of wisdom and expansion on a soul level in this human form, in this vessel that we have chosen. So the one thing I do want to mention is that this is not something that another person can give you. In our society, we've been trained to give our power to priests, to prophets, to whatever. And usually the prophets and the mystics tell you not to give your power away. The true prophets. They wish to teach you, like Yeshua, like Gautama Buddha Siddhartha, like Kuan Yin. They seek to teach you, the ascended masters, they seek to teach you self-reliance, going within, aligning with the divine, and they teach you the ways to do this. However, when humanity decides to fuck around and find out, you get this distorted element of giving your power away, because it's easier. It's easier to not take responsibility, full and complete ownership for your stuff, and to basically pawn it off on the priest. Oh, the priest will forgive me. And pawn it off on some intermediary between you and the divine, which is you on a higher level, your soul essence. So that is an escape. It's an escapist tendency that we have, and it's something to be mindful of. Where are we giving our power away? Where are we not honoring ourselves? Where are we refusing to take responsibility for that which we have created, with the full understanding and awareness that we can dissolve and reconfigure this, whatever it is, in a different way? So that is this energy that we have, that it behooves us to transmute and to transcend. That tendency to not want to take ownership, to not want to take responsibility. Because the universe, the divine, is going to move us, whether we like it or not, in the direction of our soul. Now, we can go kicking and screaming and dragging our feet, or we can embrace the change and allow ourselves to truly see with the true sight, hear with the true hearing, and process and receive and work on and move forward, employing the energies that we're working with. And this is all that. This is truly, it requires trust, it requires surrender, it requires patience, and it requires a letting go of the fear, of the judgment, of the guilt, of the shame, of the blame, of the, oh, he did this to me, or they did this to me, or she did. It requires a humbling of ourselves, a letting go of the lesser self, the ego, because the ego is what wants to hold on to the, oh, that person did me wrong. I can't forgive that person because they did this. They deserve to be punished. You don't have to worry about that. The divine's got this. Every action will be met with a reaction. It's not up to us to tell the divine how to orchestrate this thing called creation. Creation has been going on long before our physical incarnation and will go on long after. It's been going on multiple dimensions, on multiple levels, in multiple spaces across the galaxies. This is nothing new. The divine has been at this for a long time. I don't even think we can fathom the breadth of time that creation has been creating infinitely in all directions. Bereshit. We can't. So trying to wrap our human understanding on something that is infinite, it's not like the two don't go together. The only way to understand the infinite is to come into stillness, go within, and understand that we are that infinity. We are that expansive essence. We are all things and everyone and everything, and all things are mirrors of us. And what are we choosing to align with? That it comes down to that. What are we choosing to awaken, to activate within us? Knowing full well that nothing and no one outside of us has any power over us. Someone can't give you a Kundalini awakening. That's not how that works. They can channel energy through you perhaps. But do you know where that energy is coming from? And then we come right back to discernment. Because the best way to achieve this awakening is through your own work, through your own efforts, through your own going within, through developing that muscle of your intuition, of your union with the divine. That's how to do this. Nothing and no one can give it away from you, because if something or someone can give it to you, they can take it away. And that's the nuts and bolts of it. They can take it away. And do you want what you are working towards to be at the mercy of something outside of you? And you might think, well, the divine is something outside of me, but it's not. The divine is you. Divine source, God, goddess, Allaha, infinite consciousness is you. Everything we see is an expression of that energy, of that frequency in a different form. So what are we opening ourselves to receive? What are we looking to anchor and cement and ground into our existence? What are we looking to manifest? But we need to be willing to see where we are our own worst enemy and choose to be and express in that embodiment of our higher light, of our expansion, of our growth, of our healing. That light, shine and share that infinite light that is creation, that is you. So you may be feeling quite ungrounded during this time. And there's probably a lot of moving parts and a lot of change happening. I know there is for me. And there's a lot of different options. This is why going within and truly aligning with your highest self, with your soul, is important, with the divine, very important. It is very important so you can take appropriate action. Nurture yourself in the way that you need to be nurtured. So ground, go out, walk barefoot on the grass, go for a walk along the beach, take a salt bath, go for a swim in the ocean or in a lake or in a stream or in a river. Garden, hug a tree, meditate, take a sound bath, receive a sound bath, give yourself a sound bath if you're a sound healer. Really journal, align with your light. Keep coming back to your heart, because your heart is what will guide you in your alignment. Your heart is what will guide you into deeper awareness and deeper union with your soul and with the divine. So keep coming back to your center. Keep grounding. Nurture your body, drink plenty of water, get as much sleep and rest as you can. If your body tells you you need sleep, please sleep. If you can. And if you can't, then call in more light. Eat nourishing foods. Eat plenty of foods with lots of bioavailable antioxidants and minerals, lots of berries and dark leafy greens and good protein. Stay away from the stuff, the junk. Stay away from anything that has, especially during an eclipse, I would stay away from anything that is mind altering. This includes alcohol. Alcohol is a poison. And it serves to shut you off from your gifts and from your light. Over time, that's what it will do. It will diminish your light. So choose things that are expansive and grounding and feel good to your soul, that feel good to your embodiment of your light. Journaling will give you greater insight as to what needs to shift and what needs to be reframed within. Journaling is very good for that. Draw, be creative, sing, dance, move your body. Definitely move your body. Moving your body is really important, particularly when we are moving all of this energy, because there is a lot of energy that is coming in. And whatever clearing practice you have, do it. Salt baths, grounding into the earth, column shaft of white light, sound baths, however it is that you receive these clearings, please do it. This is definitely a very powerful time for healing, for transformation, for awakening, for expansion. And the cosmic energies are supporting us. They're doing their thing. It's up to us to choose our alignment, to step into that portal and to truly align with our soul, with our essence. So this is the new moon. This is that cosmic activation of this new moon, of this eclipse. Very unpredictable. So if you don't have to do much, please nurture yourself and don't do much. Definitely take this time to rest and to recharge and to support yourself in all ways, mind, body, and spirit. Remember, we are coming back into integration, coming back into oneness, and this takes time. So nurture yourself as if you were a newborn. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that grace, that forgiveness, that see yourself in that way as a little baby full of this infinite light of creation. And we just have to choose, what are we aligning with? Are we aligning with deepening our awareness, our expansion, or not? And it's up to you, as always. So I do hope that you receive this energy in the highest way possible for your highest evolution and the highest embodiment of your soul. It is powerful. 9th house, eclipse energy, and focus on love, focus on the heart. Let go of everything and all things that do not serve you. Let go of fear, let go of doubt, all of those lower frequencies, and embrace your love, your light. Have a blessed new moon, Ahava. Stay tuned for the sound activation for this new moon. Enjoy that. If you would like to connect with me, please follow me on Instagram, YouTube, comment on one of my posts. Let me know how you're doing and how you're receiving this energy. And so update, masterclass on crystalline sound alchemy that is free is this Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, a replay will be available because I get it across the world, different time zones, etc. So you may not be able to join us live, but do register for it so we can send you the video once it's up, and we're going to go into all sorts of juicy topics that have to do with sound healing, the body, the emotions, how we process information, how we receive information, how we work with this energy, how we clear, what frequencies to use and when, and really giving you a clear understanding of what we are going to cover in the crystalline sound alchemy sound healing training, which is starting in May. It's going to be very powerful. It's an initiation. It's you're basically going to become a priest. You're going to be initiated into the mysteries of sound. So, and it's powerful. You're going to become like a priestess of a sound alchemist of this frequency, of this healing energy. So it will be very powerful, very transformative, and I cannot wait to be holding space for this expansion for all of us, because I will be expanding with you even as I hold the space. So if you would like to join us, please check the link for the masterclass. Check the link in the bio for the registration for the Sound Alchemy Sound Healer training. It's going to be fantastic. And if there are any other events, I will post them on my social media. So I'm sending you lots of love. Rest, nurture yourself. Take this time. You are exactly where you need to be. So honor and love yourself for how far you've come. Continue to nurture and support yourself during this time of transformation, of deep rebirth and healing. Have a blessed new moon, blessed day of the goddess Ahava.